Okay, so today I'm going to be doing a little video on a Galaxy S3, and even though this device is a few years old, I still get asked a lot of questions about it. So I just thought I'd go through a teardown video. Now, throughout the teardown, it's going to show you basically how to replace the entire digitizer and the LCD glass and all that other stuff if you needed to do it. But while I'm going through it, I'll kind of explain each of the pieces that I'm taking off and, if you're able to fix it or not. So let's go ahead and get started. First, you want to go ahead and remove the battery. And to do that, you're going to have to take the back cover off. Battery is just right over here. A couple of tools you're going to need. You're going to need a screwdriver and some prying tools. I use a metal spudger and a plastic safe open pry tool. So first what you're going to need to do is you need to remove the screws on the sides right over here. Should be a total of 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 screws. Let's go ahead and take those out. Okay, so after removing all 10, it's pretty simple from here. You could just kind of take a plastic safe open pry tool and just pop it up from there. Okay, so this is basically just the back cover here. There really isn't much of a purpose for this back cover aside from you've got your camera lens here, the flash. That's pretty much all there is on here. Now for this piece right here, this is actually the headphone jack. So, and the speaker is right over here too. So for example, let's say if your sound is going out on the device, this is the piece you're going to want to look for. You can pretty much find this anywhere online. But headphone jack not working or sound's not working, just go ahead and get this. You should be okay. Okay, after that, so here here is the main logic board right over here. There's a connector to the digitizer right over here. Here's a connector for your front-facing camera, and here is your rear-facing camera here. This is also the vibrating mechanism when you turn your phone on silent and the phone vibrates. That's done right over here. And this is your cellular right over there. So first to begin, you're going to want to take a safe pry tool, lift up all the connectors, be really careful with the with the cellular cable. Okay, then there is one screw you're going to need to remove right over here. It's kind of hard to see because it's black in color, and a lot of times you may overlook it thinking it's one of the other components. Okay, so after you've done that, just kind of bend the cables out of the way and just gently lift up, and there's your logic board. go ahead. So this basically is the entire assembly. Buttons included. The camera's right over here. If you were going to be, let's say, if you crack the glass on your phone and you crack the LCD, you would need to replace this entire part right here. The buttons come out. Just kind of take a pry tool and you can just push it through. Each button comes out, and you need to put this actually on the new part because it doesn't come with it. So you would do that on this side as well. There's another button for the cable. Just gently lift up. There's a piece of tape there too. And you're going to want to take something thin and metal, or it doesn't necessarily have to be metal, but you definitely have to use something thin. And let me get that here. There we go. Okay, and then you're just going to kind of go right underneath this little mini board. And then it just comes off. There's some sticky adhesive on the bottom. Now for taking this piece off right here, usually the way I like to do it is there's a little groove right here. I'll take a flathead and I'll just gently lift it up slowly, not too much or not too fast because you don't want to tear it. And then once you get underneath here, there's a little bit of adhesive holding the rest of it down. You just want to get underneath the adhesive and lift it up. There you go. Okay, after that, you're going to need to remove the camera. And then here is the earpiece. This is where you listen to, when you're receiving calls. Here's the earpiece. You're just going to gently pop that out. And you're going to need to lift up this entire cable. Be gentle with this flex cable because it's pretty easy to tear. Once you get inside here, I take a small flathead and just lift it out. These buttons right here, this is for the volume up and volume down. But I just kind of gently lift it up and you'll be able to pull the whole thing out like that. So that's pretty much everything that you can take off there. If you just broke your glass and your LCD is still okay, there's actually another method you can use to change the glass. That's actually on my Galaxy S4 glass replacement video, and it's pretty much the same method with between the S4 and the S3. So let's go ahead and put the whole thing back together again. So usually when I have the pieces like this, I will usually start with this cable. Kind of put everything back in the way it was before. You want to make sure to put these in, and I'll take this flathead and make sure to stick it back in there. Get the adhesive on again. And really from here you just kind of go in reverse through the whole process of taking it apart. This is actually a pretty simple phone to fix. Okay, and once all of that is ready, I'm gonna pop this back on there again. Okay, then take the vibrating mechanism. There's little grooves here for you to put it back in so it aligns correctly. Make sure to get it on there. Pop the buttons back on. Oops. There we go. And get the other buttons on. After you put the buttons on, test them to make sure you can you feel clicks when you hit each button. If you don't feel any clicks, that means you didn't align the flex cable correctly over here. Okay, after that, we're going to take the cellular, and this also has little grooves for you too. So just align all of this the way it's supposed to, and then you can just use a plastic pry tool to kind of just push it back into the groove. There we go. Okay. Now after that, now we just got to go ahead and attach the logic board back on there. So one of the things about the logic board that questions I've come across a lot is well, it's in regards to the charging port. Charging ports on the S3 can be replaced. However, it does require soldering. Unlike in the S4, which the nice thing about the S4 is that the charging port is actually a separate unit, away from the logic board. So it's actually much easier to fix charging port issues on the S4 than it is on the S3. I probably wouldn't recommend doing the solder on this unless if you're pretty seasoned in doing it. I've seen a lot of mistakes with people who haven't done it right. But so we're going to go ahead and put this back on here. So go ahead, I like to start from the top, align the camera back into where it's supposed to go there. You're going to want to make sure that the flex cable here doesn't get pinched anywhere. Okay, just drop it down on there. And then you're just going to snap everything back in. Okay, so once everything snaps back in, go ahead and take the black screw, and this screw again is for the logic board, and it goes down right here at the bottom. Let's go ahead and screw that back in. After that, put this one on, snap that cable back, put the back plate back on. Go ahead, just screw each one back down. So you got to screw all 10 of these again. 2 more, and then we're all set. Okay, put the battery back in, snap the back in. Alright, that's it. And that is our Galaxy S3 teardown. There you go. Thanks for watching. Subscribe, please.